Okay, we're going to look at solving simultaneous equation. What you've done earlier, they're just two linear, right? So these were something that you did, for example, x plus y equals to 5, 2x minus y equals to, let's say, 3 or something like that. Okay, so this is what you've done, right? Okay, so now what we want to do is slightly different. We are going to look at, now this, for both of these example here, you have that power 1 here. All the x and y, they're just power 1, yes? Okay, so what we want to do is one of the equation is going to be, let's say, a quadratic. Okay? Like for instance, what we have would be now, let's say 2x plus y equals to 4. And then you have y squared minus 4x equals to 0. So you're going to solve this simultaneously. Now if you look at it, the first one is 2x plus y equals to 4. Both the variable x and variable y has only an index of 1. But for the second equation, it is a y squared, right? So the y has an index of 2, but x only index of 1, yeah? Okay, so the way to solve this, probably easier would be actually to solve by substitution. Okay, so you look at the first one, for example. So 2x plus y equals to 4. You're going to write choose one variable as a subject. For instance, in here, maybe better to choose y as a subject instead of x. Because if you had if you have chosen x to be the subject, then you need to divide by 2, right? Okay? So you don't like to work with fraction, right? Do you? So you don't like fraction. So as far as possible, you wouldn't want that, right? So you're going to write y equals to 4 minus 2x. Okay? Yeah? So you're going to write y as a subject. And then after that, you are going to substitute this into the second one, okay? Substitute into y squared minus 4x equals 0. So instead of writing y now, because y is also now equals to 4 minus 2x. So you have 4 minus 2x, that's y squared, minus 4x equals to 0. Okay? And then now you're going to expand everything and say this becomes 16 minus 16x plus 4x squared. Collect all the like terms, rewrite them to say 4x squared minus 20x plus 16 equals to 0. As far as possible, you would like to simplify them. So you look at all the coefficients, it's 4, it's 20, it's 16, right? So they are multiples of 4, so you can you can factorize, or you can say that you divided by 4, then you get x squared minus 5x plus 4 equals to 0. Okay? It is important to write the other side to be 0, then you can factorize. Okay? So if you factorize this, then what would you have? You have x minus 1, x minus 4, yes? So x is now 1 or x equals 4. We're not quite done yet because it is a simultaneous equation. They involve two variables, an x and a y. So you have to find out what y is. Because y equals 4 minus 2x. So you're going to write y equals 4 minus 2 when x is 1. That goes to 2, or y minus 4 minus 2x, right? Y equal 4 minus 2x, so that gives you negative 4. You may present your solution to be let's say in a coordinates form. So you can write x equal y equal correspondingly. Or you can actually write them as, let's say, the first pair is 1 and 2, and then the second pair is 4 and negative 4. Okay, right? So either this way or this way, that's fine. Okay, let's give it a bit more challenge. How about something like this? Another example that we have. Let's say you have 2x plus 3y equals 5, and then you have x squared plus xy minus 2y squared equals 10. So solve this simultaneously. Okay, now in this example, the linear equation is the first one, right? So 2x plus 3y. Yeah, so if you look at it, how? The coefficient of x is a 2, the coefficient of y is a 3. Either way, you have to work with fraction anyway. Okay? Right? So you have to work with it. So let's choose. Which one would you like? You want to write x equal or do you want to write y equal? Right, x equal. Okay. So 2x plus 3y equals to 5, right? Okay, so what is x equal then? X equal to 5 minus 3y divided by 2. Are we okay with that? Okay, so now we're going to substitute that into the second equation, which is that ugly thing. Right, so you have now x, which is this, square plus x again multiplied by y and then minus 2y squared. Okay? Okay? Alright? Isn't what?
The second equation, which substitute is it equals to 10?
Equals to 10, yes. Okay. So from the first one, okay, so let's continue this. So you have 5 minus 3y square divided by 4, yeah? Plus y, and then 5 minus 3y over 2 minus 2y squared equals to 10. Okay? So if you don't like fraction, what would you do? You multiply everything by 4, for example, yeah? Are we good with that? So it becomes 5 minus 3y squared plus 2y, 5 minus 3y minus 8y squared equals to 40. Then? Okay, so now we want to expand everything, right? Okay, so far so good, yeah? So the first bracket, if you expand it, 5 minus 3y multiplied by 5 minus 3y, then you get 25 minus, how many y? 30, right? Plus 9y squared. And then add, what do you have? 10y minus 15y squared. And then minus 8y squared. Okay, so you write that. So it is a 6y squared. So now we reorganize everything. So you're going to collect all the like terms. So all the y squared will be 9y squared minus 6y squared minus 8y squared. So you have minus 7y squared, 5. Okay, and then if you look at y, you have negative 30y and then plus 10y. So it'll be minus 20, yes? And then if you want to put the 40 to the same side, so you have 25 minus 40, yes? So it'll be minus 15. So okay? And then if you look at the terms now, all are negatives, and then all are multiples of 5. You have 5, 20, and 15. So again, you can divide everything by negative 5. Then you get y squared plus 4y minus 3 plus 3. Okay? And then now you can factorize this and say it's now y plus 1, y plus 3. So again, y would be negative 1 or y is negative 3. And we had earlier x equal, what was x equal? 5 minus 3y over 2, yeah? So 5 minus 3y over 2. So it is 5 minus 3, y is now negative 1. Or okay, how does something like that? Okay, again, so let's say you're gonna, so what are you writing? You're writing 3x plus 2y equals to 10, right? So you're gonna write x as a subject or y? Okay, this time let's try y. Y would be 10 minus 3x over 2. And then you're gonna substitute into the second one. So 3 over x plus 2 over y. So y is now 10 minus 3x over 2. Good? So it becomes 3 over x plus 4 over 10 minus 3x equals 5. Yeah? Again, if you don't like to work with fraction, what are you multiplying with? So you are going to multiply everything by the product of that denominator, which is x, and then 10 minus 3x. Okay? Are we good? So it becomes 3 times 10 minus 3x plus 4x equals to 5x and 10 minus . You okay with that? Again, you're going to explain everything. So that is 30 minus 9x plus 4x equals to 50x minus 15x squared. And so we collect everything there. So it's 15x squared. And then negative 9 plus 4 is negative 5. And then minus 50. So you have minus 55. And then plus 30, yes? Equals 0. Are we good? So what? You're going to divide by 5 here? So it would be 3x squared, 11x, and then 6. So must be 3 and 2, right? Okay, so x is now 2 over 3. So you're going to put it back there. So y equal 10 minus 3 times 2 over 3 divided by 2. Yes?